Hi, this is Priors with another hand analysis. This was a 4-way limp pot. The small blind checked to me and I decided to bet with the flop with a non-nut straight and a medium flush redraw. The two remaining players folded and I get check raised. What to do now? First thing to consider here is if our opponent can semi-bluff. I think that's the case, as he has no more players to fear behind, and this is a good spot to do it, because with a reasonable semi-bluff, you got good equity against the nuts and a lot of fold equity against everything else. His check raise is not that high with 14%, but still high enough to include semi-bluffs in his range, together with some blocker bluffs. Let's build a range together to find out what we have to do. My first instinct tells me that this is a fold, but let's see what Pro Poker tools suggest. But first let us find out our required equity to get it in here. We have to get in about 234 minus 16, the amount we already put in. This is 218. And the pot will be 2 times 234 plus 24. 24 is the amount already in the pot. The result of this calculation is 492 for the pot that will develop. So we have to invest 218 in order to win 492. So we need 44% to put it in. Okay, let's see what happens. This is the range I built. My intuition was right. Against a range of sets with a flush draw, or sets with an open ender, or 2 pair with a flush draw, or the ace high flush draw with something else to go with it, for example a gut short or the non-nut straight, and obviously the nut straight and the non-nut straights with a flush draw. We only got 35%, and that's too low to get it in, as we need 44%, as I said before. But wait! Didn't we forgot something? Yes, we did forgot the blocker bluffs. If we add all combos of blockers with 7-7 and 8-8, we got enough equity to get it in. But I don't think that he will bluff all his blockers with his small check raise debt. I think he will be more selective. Now let's look into some more scenarios. If we say he's just bluffing with the blockers if he has some sort of equity to go with his hand, or our equity drops to almost 44%. I now assumed he is only utilizing the blocker if he has at least a better gutter to go with it, just a tiny bit less equity when we require to get it in. Let's see where the correct range is. That is this one. We almost got the equity we need, but I think this range is still to lose. I mean, he most likely will not block a bluff with 8-8 and a gut shot to a split pot against someone having the nuts, for example. So let's again change the range a bit. If he tightens up his range a bit more, removing all the 8-8 combos with just a gut shot to the 8 high straight, we end up having only 43%. Close to the required equity, but yeah, again, not enough. One more. Is this the correct range? Yes, it was the correct range. So far, we didn't came to a clear solution, as one of the potential ranges gave us enough equity, but most don't. Given that the flop was multiway and the check raise state of villain isn't that high, I assume he isn't check raising too light. That's why I assume our equity is not high enough, most likely something around 40% or less, and I still like the fold I made in game. I also learned something else, and that is that the spot is a lot closer than I initially thought. This can even be a get it in spot if your opponent is using his blockers always, or if he likes to get in bare nut flush draws. I hope you liked the video and my analysis. If it's the case, please subscribe and or like. Bye.